excited to see Tony after work.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more. This is UC Space. You are cleared into approaching vessel. Docking approved.
All right, let's cycle that airlock and get aboard.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade Authority is always buying. Kiosk right here for you.
Looks like this place has seen better days.
Doesn't add up. Spaceport has anti-Xeno protocols. How the hell does a whole herd of Terramorphs touch down undetected?
I am, hands down, the best pilot in this dump. Don't let anyone tell you different. Marquez is all right, I guess. She's gonna be lucky to have me as a boss. Well, yeah. Why wouldn't I be? Oh, right. You haven't seen me fly. If you had, you'd know how good I am. Damn right I am. I'd offer to let you fly along on my next mission, but, oh, man, I nearly forgot. Listen, I need a favor. I've got an application in for a promotion in the Vanguard, but I haven't heard anything back. It's been a while. Their reply must have gotten lost along the way. It happens. We're really far from New Atlantis. Anyway, would you mind going there and following up for me? Yeah, I mean, probably, but you know how it goes. I leave here and then something terrible happens and I have all this guilt because I wasn't here to save everyone. Just like that? Wow, that's great! I'm not gonna forget that you're doing this for me. This is just the start of my climb up the ranks. You'll see. Okay, you're gonna want to talk to Commander Tuala. I'm sure he's aware of me because I've sent him a few messages now. Just bring back whatever message for me so I can get out of here, okay? Really appreciate it. Okay then.
That's a little surprising, isn't it? Out here on the edge of UC space. But it's just so quiet. I really did think this place would see a bit more action. Why, certainly. The Settled Systems News Network is the longest-running news service in, well, the Settled Systems. Reporters are dispatched all over, keeping an ear to the ground for some breaking news that should be known to everyone. It can, admittedly, be a bit of a pain making sure those stories reach our central office in New Atlantis. But until someone invents faster-than-light communication, it's the best we can do. Goodbye, then.
Hello there. Welcome to the Trade Authority. I'm Marcel, and if there's anything I can do for you, please, do let me know. Our stock may not be as vast as New Atlantis or Sidonia, but I will do my best to see that you leave here satisfied. And seeing as the Trade Authority is the only fully licensed operator for the Den, I'm afraid your alternatives are, shall we say, slim. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I hope this and all future interactions are profitable for both of us. Yes, of course.
I try not to trade in gossip, but if you have any verifiable information, I'm all ears.
Talking about history makes people so uncomfortable. Hey there. Ain't seen you before. What brings you to the den? Ah, man with a purpose. Good, I like that. Don't worry, I won't ask questions. I know well as anyone that secrets ought to stay secret. Well, you're welcome here, so long as I don't hear you disrespecting the United Colonies military. You got a problem with our history or our heroes? And you can find somewhere else to get yourself a drink. Clear? Sure thing. Long live the UC.
Hey, good to see you. Oh, it's you. What can I do you for?
Oh, this is just sad. I mean, I'll have a drink, but it'll be a sad drink.
Stop it, you. Not while I'm on the clock, anyway. Though I'm always on the clock. Thanks anyway, though. You're too kind. See ya.
If this shift doesn't end soon, my man is not gonna be happy.
Is there a type of weapon Combat Tech won't make?
Looking to lodge a complaint? Then you want UC security, not the Vanguard. Oh, apologies, Captain. Didn't recognize you without the uniform. So, what can I do for you? Orlais. Doesn't ring a bell. Anything you can tell me about him? Seriously? Out here? Surprised they didn't send out a general notice he's in town. Though, I guess there's less a chance he bolts if they keep it hush. But I expect we would have heard something... Wait... The Warlock! There's been rumor of a ship out there for years now. Doesn't respond to hails, never docks. More than a few amateur investigators have tried to find it. And at least 2 never came back. Aetherius debris fields are plenty dangerous if you're not used to flying in them. But if you're suggesting it might not have been the fields that got them, well... I can give you the coordinates of the Warlock's last sighting. Can't think of a better spot your Orlais might be hiding. Sure thing. Here, this should get you pointed in the right direction. Go get your man.
is this you've brought me? More scrap for the field. Savor your last moments, Moat. All systems shoot them down.
Yes! Grab drive back online.
We're docked.
Weapons are back. Give 'em hell.
Greetings, Captain. Will not take me. I lost everything because of the UC. They will get no more!
Pilot emergency detected. Hatch override engaged. Error. File deletion cannot be completed. Ending process.
Looting the dead ain't glamorous, but it sure is profitable.
Good day, Captain. Captain, greetings. Goodbye for now.
This.
Clamps released.
Security, prepare to be scanned for contraband. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Back, eh? How's it going?
Hello. Have any
awake?
new books
Good.
for me?
The public face of the United Colonies.
to enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay.
You need something? So this is where the UC hides all the scary shit they're doing. What I'd give to have all the Rangers with me right now.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
That's a fair cop. I'll, just stay here.
Welcome back, Captain. Do you have some news for me regarding Dr. Olays? I'm not surprised. The man fled every consequence he ever faced. Of course, you don't expect me to just take you at your word, do you? Excellent. Please, deposit it in the transfer system.
Transfer accepted.
Would you look at that? Kept it all these years. Some simply couldn't let go of that old world. This is fine work, Captain. I can ensure the remaining team members find their way to the Red Devil's headquarters. Except for one. That one you'll need to collect yourself. His name is Kaiser. You can find him on the Freestar world of Nira, wandering the battlefield there. The area was ground zero for xeno-weapon deployments during the war, so I would arm yourself appropriately. And I think you'll want to check in with Hadrian and Dr. Walker before paying it a visit. Kaiser will likely have security protocols you'll need their help to overcome. Of course, we're protecting the galaxy, Captain. We'll need every tool at our disposal.
best to stay here.
I'm up for a little adventure. Let's do it.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Hughes.
Hope you're finding everything. There is a bit more in the back if you're not. Oh, please, take a look. Thanks for coming in.
You are entering United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. And we're done. Welcome to New Homestead. Welcome to New Homestead. Please make your way to the building at the end of the path and down into the colony below. Stay safe and enjoy your visit.
Fusion Inspector, need some work done? Sure, how about it?
Happy to stay here a while. Lots to look at.
Welcome to New Homestead.
It's so cold here. I guess I should have expected that.
New Homestead is a living history exhibit. But these are real people. So
Careful.
please be kind
There's
to
some
them.
dangerous areas around here that are not. We take vandalism seriously here. You don't mess with history.
This is a boring assignment.
Sure would be nice to get off-world sometime.
Don't stay outside for too long here on Titan. You'll freeze solid without the proper protection.
You all can travel the stars, but someone's got to respect and preserve the old Sol traditions. We get a lot of tourists out this way, but most of them aren't so bold as to strike up conversations with us. What's your deal? You seem genuine enough. So what can I do for you? Well, for one, it's my wife Mara's farm. I just had the good fortune of marrying into it. It's been in her family for generations. We're the best source of fresh produce in the colony. Not like that processed junk we get from off-world, and certainly nothing like that eyesore chunks. From what I know about farming elsewhere, it's largely the same. Big difference is that we need to import or make our own soil. And we need to be extra careful with our temperature control. Titan's surface is frozen, and it's not much better just below it with the ice caves. Then it's just a matter of artificial sunlight and supplying CO2 for the crops. It's not too challenging. No worries. You have yourself a day now.
You get used to the methane processing smell after a while.
I always wonder what it's like where other people come from. Hello? I'm not really supposed to talk with tourists, but I kind of want to anyway. And I don't think my papa is paying attention. You're not going to tell him, are you? Oh, thank you! I promise it'll be fun. I like talking to tourists. I get to learn so much about everywhere else, and they get to learn about here. Now what should we talk about? Not really. There's some, though. Most are around my age. We all go to school in the same room. I don't know. I've never been to any other schools. We mostly learn about the history of the Sol system and Earth and stuff like that until we get old enough to go on our learning vacation. That's when we get to leave to go to school somewhere else for a few years, or travel and visit other worlds, try out jobs and stuff. Oh, I can't wait. My mama says it's because he thinks we'd up and leave if we found out about the rest of the worlds out there. But I keep telling him, I love it here, and I love him, and I would never leave him. He doesn't believe it. He says the kids almost always want to leave when they grow up. But not me. Nope. I just want to visit somewhere else. Maybe. Thanks for taking the time to talk with me.
Ah, someone new. Are you a tourist, or have you just moved to New Homestead? Well, there's lots to learn. You can always feel free to try one of the historical tours, or ask the locals about life here. I'm fascinated by the other worlds in the settled systems. Do you mind if I ask you a question? Oh, wonderful. What's New Atlantis like? Oh my, that sounds incredible. Ever since I overheard one of the tourists speaking about it, I've always wanted to go. We hear about it, of course, but we rarely get much exposure to other worlds beyond the people who come from them to visit our little colony. I wonder if I can convince Nathaniel to go on a trip there with me and our daughter. Do you mind if I ask you another question? Thanks. I promise not to take too much of your time. Is the Freestar Collective as lawless as I've heard? I figured the stories weren't all true. How else would you expect people to live together if you can't trust in laws to keep everyone safe? Even in a small community like ours, we have to maintain law and order. Though, I understand it gets difficult to always protect that out in the vastness of space. I imagine it's the same in the Freestar Collective. Is it okay if I change the subject? Oh, thank you. Are there really planets full of plants, fresh air, and water? I've read about them. It seems incredible, doesn't it? I've only ever known Titan, and it's always so cold and drab. I've always dreamed of visiting one to breathe the air, feel the warmth of its sun, but my husband is reluctant to leave our home. Can I ask you something else? Oh, thank you. Is space travel as exciting as it seems? Well, you've convinced me that I simply must go sometime. Most of us here have never left the surface of New Homestead. It's a point of pride among many people, but I've always been curious. Those are all the questions I have at the moment. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day for me.
That old Titan wind is going strong today. Oh, hello there. Are you here about the brownouts? That's usually the only reason people come up here to talk to me, since I'm the power system manager here. Of course you did. That's okay. It's a problem here. Citizens and visitors alike have a right to know what's going on and when to expect a fix. Problem is, I don't know how long we'll have to deal with this, because I'm needed here to oversee the whole system, and we don't currently have anyone available to go out and solve the issue at the moment. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I'm a little new to the job, and I'll admit I'm struggling a little bit. I could use some help. I could use someone who's handy with a laser cutter to break up the ice that's formed on some of the power system machinery out there. That should clear up the shorts we've been experiencing and stop the brownouts. Does that sound like something you can do? Oh, thank you. I guess I'm lucky you showed up then. Just be careful not to hurt yourself or the equipment. I'll continue to monitor things from here.
Heads up if you're planning on going to Chunks. Luther's been bothering anyone with a ship for him.
Very informative. I didn't know about
Hello
the methane
there.
harvesters before
The
coming
museum here is free to everyone. Hello there. Are you here to peruse our little museum exhibit?
Just like the rest of New Homestead.
Please do. Our collection of unique Earth antiquities is the best in the settled systems, if I say so myself. If you have any questions about the exhibit or New Homestead, I'm happy to answer as best as I can.
What do you mean?
Take care.
That little boy almost walked up on my operating table. Claudio said he was playing with some of the machinery down by the mines and nearly got his arm stuck inside. It could have been ripped off.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know, kids, little troublemakers. I'll tell the guests to be more careful.
Damn right. You've got to do something, or else next time it happens, I'm billing you personally.
Yeesh.
The people here live a simple life. Try not to complicate it.
Did you know the museum here is full of old Earth artifacts?
Cool. We've got the best chunks in the settled systems. Hello there. Welcome to the New Homestead Chunks. We've got all your Chunks favorites. Well, almost all of them. Sadly, we're out of the special sauce. I know. But everything else is still that great Chunks food you know and love. So, what can I do for you? Thanks for visiting Chunks.
Welcome. The chunks. Please choose your chunks.
This colony's a lot smaller than I thought it would be.
Those folks in Sidonia may be closer to Earth, but we do a better job.
Easy there, no bad guys around. Wait, no one's around, right?
How's it going out there? Careful not to damage the equipment with the cutter while you're working. We don't need any more problems. Great. I just saw the readings and everything looks good. Thanks. I hope this lasts a little longer than last time.
Magic Colony space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. Scan complete. Welcome to Mars. You are clear to land at Sidonia.
Anything I can help you with? Hey, what can I do for you? Sure, how about it?
I must confess, the hum of a grav drive makes me feel alive.
Excuse me. Captain, welcome back.
Was afraid you might have gotten reassigned. You've been gone so long. So how's it feel to be a citizen? It should. You risked life and limb to earn it.
I still don't understand why people go through all these hoops for such an honor.
But it is real good to have you here again. We've been going through the Terramorph data and, well, we're gonna need all the help we can get. These logs, they're even more thorough than I remembered. Genetic workups, population statistics, hell, even their food chain. I'd completely forgotten, for example, that there was a creature that actually ate Terramorphs. At this point, the data's given us more options to explore than we have people to work on them. That'd be something, wouldn't... I'm sorry, are you? You're serious? You found our research team? That's incredible. That accelerates everything. With them back, it'll let us... Wait. Kaiser. Did you find Kaiser? That's right. You would need that. Whoever gave you these leads sure knew their stuff. Well, how? How exactly did you manage to find them? That's not funny. Seriously, how'd you find them? No. That's insane. He died. They executed him. They faked his death? My entire unit, they threw us all to the wolves, but kept him? And now he's what? An advisor? Commanding the fleet in secret? What was so important that they had to keep him alive? Oh, they certainly picked an expert, didn't they?
Vae Victis. Still alive. What the hell? You see, this is why I hate the UC. Even the most basic sense of justice thrown out the window for any little reason.
I guess it makes sense, though, doesn't it? The UC of that era only created me because they were afraid of a world without Vae Victis in command. Why would they get rid of him? As long as I live, I'll never understand the loyalty that old bastard elicited. You've got nothing to apologize for. Because the UC, they did a lot of terrible things for that man. But even knowing they did, knowing that they kept him alive all this time, you know what I feel right now? It's hope. I had no one when I was outside the UC. No Red Devils, no family. But that old world, where I was no one and my father mattered, that's gone. Thanks to what you and I have done, I have a place again. A purpose. But it's finally one I can be proud of. You and we're getting to change what the UC stands for. So I don't care if Vae Victis is alive or dead. He can rot for all I care. We're the ones who are making the settled systems and the UC better. I refuse to let that man define my entire life. Not anymore. Because there's nothing we can do about past choices. What we can do is try and make the right ones now. So, let's get back to the business at hand. Now, my father just handing over the information on the research team and Kaiser out of the clear blue, I can't say I trust it. But if he has something to gain from helping us prevent Terramorph attacks, I'm not seeing it. So while you'll absolutely want to be cautious, what would you think about trying to bring back Kaiser? I think it's the right call. But if Kaiser has been out wandering on his own for all this time, you're gonna need a couple things.
Howdy.
I know it's here somewhere. Uh-huh. Here, Kaiser schematics. Actuators, weapons, batteries. That old robot's been MIA for a while, so chances are he's gonna need some repairs. He's also got a lock on his voice controls. You can give yourself authorization with the phrase, Nos belli machinis. Now, where exactly is the old machine?
Oh my god, are you talking about Nero? No wonder no one's found him. Xenoweapons are just the tip of the iceberg in that place. The environment's devastated. There's little, if any, real law. Nero's got more than enough ways to make any visit your last. But I think there's a place where you can start your search.
Yep. One-of-a-kind salvage. Licensed to an Angelo Alonso. Goes by Gel. As good a place to start as any. And I'll make sure we're ready to put him to use as soon as you've got him.
Ready to take off, kid.
Let's see what's on this
Hey,
call.
Dad. Want to hear a poem I wrote? It's called a haiku. I just read about them.
A haiku, huh? It sounds exciting. Let's hear it.
Okay. It's called Space. Space is cold and dark. Starships fly there.
Not bad. Hey, will you write it down so I can carry a copy with me?
Captain, hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived your most recent sleep cycle.
scrape you can walk away from is a good one.
Customer, supplier, merc, regardless, you looking for advice on heading out into the fields? Jill's happy to oblige.
Glad our old tech is still useful for something.
Hey! New model on the floor. Welcome to the one-of-a-kind. Refuge and rest home for the hardest scrappers anywhere. Name's Jill. Proprietor. Not here to make your fortune out in the fields then, huh? Suit yourself. But there's no bot named Kaiser around. Oh, unless you mean Captain Ahab? At least that's what we've all been calling him. No clue what his actual designation is, since he's got some sort of security protocol that prevents inquiries and general chit-chat. But he's a combat bot, right? Yeah, that machine's been out there a while now, hunting this one siren, his white whale. But it's been a while since anyone's laid eyes on Captain Ahab, though. Maybe he finally got the thing. Or it got him. Well, all right. So, sounds like you've got two options. You can wander around out there, hunting your bot, little old white whale of your very own. Maybe you find him. Maybe you get yourself killed. But knowing this rock is part of what we do here. So if you want to find him a whole lot faster, I'll sell you what I know about this. Kaiser's location. Going rate's a little steep, but I'm willing to negotiate. I'm listening. That's true. Come on, I'm trying to help here. Okay. You made your point. I'll give you a discount. I mean, great for him, but that won't keep acetylene in our tanks. And honestly, would you be able to tell if a Terramorph was attacking outside? Sorry. Pleasure doing business with you. So, last anyone heard of him, he was out near the Syracuse, shipwreck about a quarter click down the main strip. One of my roughnecks said he heard some kind of beacon. Just keep your ears open. You should find your machine. Eyes open, too. Sirens and Ecliptic out there, and neither takes prisoners. Oh, and corpse retrieval is not included in this transaction, so now you know. Give Ahab a Kaiser our best.
Home sweet home.
Never wise to be in my way. Coming up. What's the readout? Huh? What was that? And there you are. Syracuse was one mean customer. This whole place is a graveyard. am so happy going through here.
Biological contaminant detected. Destroy infestation. Voice controls unlocked. Attempting to resume. Attempting to error. Our level insufficient. Battery required. Type microcell. Inquire at salvage yard.
Time to Django. It takes a special someone to camp out on a battlefield to make some credits. Creepy kind of someone.
This place used to be a repair facility for mechs back during the war. Now we butcher them for fun and profit. Gel claims him and his pops bought this place for next to nothing. I think that's ridiculous. Someone should have paid them.
What can I do for you? Ah, so that's where your machine's been. Ran out of juice. Heat leeches, wasn't it? Those little stowaways are everywhere on this rock. Suck the power out of a pen light if you let them. But a microcell, that's military-grade tech. I think we might have one, but I can promise you, it's not going to be cheap. You could probably Frankenstein one together using our fabrication system here, but only if you had some quality schematics. So, I just brace for a little sticker shock. Wouldn't have lasted real long here, doing what we do without a top-notch fabrication system. So long as you've got the specs, it should be able to handle making you a microcell. But finding materials up to the task, you're likely going to be sifting through quite a few mech hulks out there to find what you need. Though, if you think you can actually manage something like that, I'm willing to make you a deal. I'll point you towards the juiciest harvest sites. Spots where you should be able to find quality parts. But in return, any excess materials you collect, you sell to me, all right? Save us from risking our necks on another run out there. What do you say?
Hey, good to see you.
In need of materials? Or just here to have a drink and enjoy the views? No better selection on the planet. Oh, yeah? I'm willing to spill if you'll sell me whatever you find out there that you don't need. Then let me just mark those collection points. Watch yourself out there.